Good morning, everyone. This is Sherry DeBali with Redoubt News, and we're here with Krista Thompson. Krista Thompson. Krista has had some experience with our local Rathdrum Police Department and her yard sale. We're going to let her tell us all about it.
How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for interviewing me. I appreciate it. This is the first time that I get to tell my side of the story, so I'm really excited about that. And I appreciate all you guys for being here, first of all. Second of all, I would really like to say, in no way am I downsizing the coronavirus, or am I not sympathetic to the people that are suffering or have had loved ones die from it. So that being said, I want people to try to educate themselves and know that the mainstream media is not where you're going to find all of your information. You might have to dig a little deeper. I did quarantine for 2 weeks, and in that 2 weeks I did my own homework and my own research, and I found out that you'll find out the same thing if you just go into it. So that being said, I pray for those people that are suffering, especially over in Italy. I recently had a yard sale. I'm in Rathdrum, Idaho, and it's still going. I have 9 storage units to clear out. My father-in-law passed away, and he was my best friend, and her grandfather. We decided that we had to get all of his stuff out of storage. He had, like I said, 9 storage units, so it was a ton of stuff.
That sounds like an awfully large monthly rental.
Yes, we were coming up on rent for this coming month, and it would have been about $2,000. So we had to get it out. So first of all, I called, because I knew the coronavirus was just starting at that point, and I called the Rathdrum Police Department, and I asked them, may I please have a yard sale? They said, I don't see a problem with it as long as you ask everybody to be polite and stay within that 6 feet distance. So I said, great, we're on. I got the okay from the police department. After we got the okay, we just started unloading and loading. I have 6 little children, so 10 and under are my babies, and one is still breastfeeding. Not that he needs to, he's just a chunk. So we just had to get rid of this stuff, and we got the okay because I don't want to break any rules or laws. After about 2 days, the police came and asked me to pull my yard sale signs. And I said, absolutely, if that's one of the rules I have to do to not get in trouble, that's great. So they continued to let me have the yard sale. Around 2 days later after that, we had to, they came back and asked me to do a few other things. The next thing that they asked us to do after pulling our signs was to get some cones and put them up and make sure that we're not blocking anyone's driveway, which no one ever did anyways, but I said, absolutely, we can do that. Then the third time they stopped by, they said, make an effort to get most of your stuff in the backyard. And I said, officer, I'm basically a single mom. My husband works all the time to support his 6 children. And I am trying so hard to do everything that you ask. But yes, I'll make an effort. We had some neighbors, wonderful people, come over and help me. Thank you, Scott. You're a doll. And we got it moved, most of it to the backyard. They came 2 days later and gave me a ticket. So after I complied to everything that they have asked, and me asking them if it was okay in the first place to have the yard sale, I still got a misdemeanor. I have to call it.
Can you tell us who you spoke with originally to get that permission? Do you remember the name of the officer?
I do not. So I called in, and then they had an officer call me right back.
Well, there'll be a record of that.
Yeah, right. So that's kind of how it went down. And after I got the misdemeanor, I put signs up again. Not saying yard sale, but we have a voice, we have a right. We have a choice to use this platform now to let everyone know that it's not okay for our law enforcement, bless their hearts, they're on the front lines every day, and in no means do I want anyone to retaliate against them. There are some great police officers back behind me in this building, and then there's some that have a different opinion than I do. I want respect on them, and I just ask that they respect me as well. So agree to disagree during this time, but love and patience is going to get us through, but being educated as well. Like I push you guys to educate yourselves in this matter, and that's the most important thing you can do.
Okay, you got a ticket from them, correct?
Correct.
And what does the ticket say? What is the actual charge?
Failure to isolate.
Failure to isolate.
Correct.
And does it specify any code number, rule number, or anything like that on there?
I don't believe it does.
Well, Idaho Title 56, Chapter 10, Section 7, Subsection C, which says any person who violates an order of isolation or quarantine shall be guilty of a misdemeanor.
Okay, and does it have a court date set for that?
No, I have to call and get one, but my lawyer is doing that for me.
Okay, so you do have an attorney?
I do. I was talking to an attorney up here, and it was against his law firm to do something like this. So he gave us a number to a gentleman in Boise, Idaho, who's doing it pro bono. However, I do need to pay for his expenses to come up here, his hotel and his gas and his food. So
do you have a GoFundMe or anything like that set up yet?
I do not. I'm not very good with computers.
Okay, I'm sure there'll be somebody around to help you set that one
yes,
up.
Yes, people have been so kind and stopping by my yard sale and donating. So, yeah, they're just...
So once you get the storage room fees paid, you're going to be using that money for an attorney?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay.
And I even asked, I said, I'll work with you guys to the police department, you know, and they knew my situation with Grandpa dying. I said, I'm not just going in my house and pulling out crap to just have a yard sale and piss people off. That's not me. We need to get out of these storage units. If the city wants to pay for Grandpa's stuff in there so I can put food on my table for my children, absolutely fine. I'm a bartender. I'm out of work. Like many Americans, you know, I'm suffering just like all of you are. And let's open up America again. Let's open up America.
Yeah, we need that hashtag going. Open up America. Open up Idaho.
That's correct. Yes, we do. Yeah, so that's my story, my side. You all, this is the very first time I got to tell it, so I appreciate your time and letting me do that.
We are down here in front of the Rathdrum Police Department. It is Monday, April 20th, and we're going to rally on behalf of Krista. Join us if you can. Thank you.